guys, what's up? So I've made 2 videos of this already, but I'm older now and I see it differently. Once again, sex versus love. Yeah, so let's get into it, okay? Before I actually knew what unconditional love felt like, looked like, and was, and love in general, I thought that, you know, sex was love. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people out there are the same kind of way. So, and a lot of them are the guys I fucked. So, you know, whatever. But I mean the ones that I was in a relationship with, not like just like it sounded horrible. Yeah, the ones that I fucked. Yeah, no, Bethany. Okay, let's move on. All right. So, when I used to have sex with people, I'd get attached really easily. It wasn't so much the person as the sex. Okay? Now, what I mean by that is if they were good at sex, then I would get more attached to them because I thought that sex was love. Well, subconsciously, I believed that sex was love. Okay? I wouldn't literally just be like, hey, like, like sex is love. Like, no, it's not. You know, love is love. Love is unconditional. Like, once you like actually know what unconditional love, pure love is, and how to go about it, you know, sex has nothing to do with it. Hold on 1 second. Oh, so close. Ooh. There's a copper. There's 2 actually that just went by me. Anyways, I don't give a fuck. I'm not worried about it. So, when you don't know what love is and you're intimate with somebody, that's the only thing that you really understand is the fact that you're touching somebody and you're having like a sacred space with them. If you look at it like that, some girls might not, some guys might not. It's not something that, you know, when you're in this state of thinking or believing that you would have it be a sacred type thing, unless it's like a ritual. I'm all like, oh, you know, Kundalini and freaking Kama Sutra and Tantric, and then I'm like, ooh, a ritual. Like, ooh, we can do a ritual now too, Bethany. No, but you can't have sex with somebody in order to show you their love for you. It doesn't work like that. But people that are scared of commitment and scared of intimacy and have those fears, it becomes that the physical body becomes love. But at the same time, if you're not taking care of your physical body, then you're not loving yourself. So how could you love somebody else anyways? So you're probably not even, I'm not going to say this, but it might even be like unhealthy sex, like, you know, pornography or like bringing home somebody new, different every night, like, you know what I mean? Like, it could be something unhealthy like that, but also it's unhealthy to how you're doing it. Like, there's no love, you know what I mean? There's no love involved in it. It's just doing it like for whatever reason, because that's how you get high off of love, apparently, or something like that. So sex becomes this thing that we use as a coping mechanism, and it can be a defense as well. So it can be turned into our excuse for, you know, people that we encounter with and have coitus. We have intercoitus. Hold on. Okay. I hate when people stare at me. So, anyways, where the fuck was I? Oh yeah, when you're with somebody, right? And you're with somebody that also believes that sex is love, it can get really, 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 really really complicated, okay? Because if you end up starting to get these feelings that you have never had before because you never knew what love actually felt like, and your misunderstanding between the feeling of love and the feeling of lust and the feeling of passion is all different than this feeling, then you question what the fuck it is. Like, well, what is this? Like, what am I feeling right now? I don't know, Bethany. Tell me what you're feeling. I can't put it into words because I've never felt it before. Okay, so sorry about that. Anyways, if we can't, like, label our feelings and emotions, it makes shit so much harder in life. It really does. Because then it just does. Anyways, and I'm not perfect. It doesn't mean that I can do it. It doesn't mean that... No. I'm just saying I know that for a fact. So anyways, so I'm thinking about this a little while ago because I remember with somebody before, I was confused of who this person was supposed to be in my life, even though I already knew. Like, I already knew, but I was self-sabotaging myself, and I'm like, I don't know, like, this is a fear, and I'm scared, and you know, this person can't be the person that I think they are. No, and then, you know, you're not being treated well, so then it's even more of a, no, it can't be true, even though I know the dynamic behind who it is, and it's just of who they are, and it's like, no. So, I was thinking about it, and I was like, yo, how is it, hold on. Okay. So, going back to that, it wasn't like the lustful feelings anymore. It wasn't like that. It wasn't. So, then you question, is this lust? Is this passion? Is this love? Like, what the fuck is this? Which ends up actually making you stop having sex with that person because you don't want to have sex with them if you don't know if it's love or lust. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I stop having sex with this person, depending on how I feel without them, without having sex with them, is how I'll know if I love them or not. That's a really good idea to do, but with the other person feeling a certain type of way about that, it doesn't really work out that well, and it kind of could show that it's toxic, and it's really not, but the reason why it's toxic is because you're pulling back and you're trying to figure out if you love this person or not, and it's like, okay, but you gotta, like, be open about it, okay? Communication is every fucking thing. So, anyways, so I realized when I started doing this, a lot of people in my life, like, left. Like, sexual partners. Like, I wasn't having sex with them, but they would still bother me. And, like, they floated away. Because I wasn't all about sex anymore. I was getting more into about, like, love. I was looking at sex as sacred rather than a fuck. You know? That just meant love. Like, oh, that person might like me if they had sex with me. Yeah, no, you could have been a one-night stand, honey. Like, you know, like, you never know. Hold on. Okay, another thing is, like, motherfucker. Okay, so the thing is, like, while you're trying to figure out if this is love or this is lust or whatever it is, you're sitting there wasting time trying to feel what's applicable to you rather than just go with the emotions and go with it and see where it turns out. You know what I mean? I'm not saying not to do that. I'm saying, like, the more confusion and indecisive you become because of being scared of commitment and all that, it's like you're wasting so much time with happiness. But we do that because we're scared, you know what I mean? Because we're scared of love, because we've been hurt so many times and from so many different people. It's like your parents, your siblings, your friends, your teachers, society, community, your relationships, like anything. You can get hurt in anything, though. You can get hurt in anything. So it's like, are you literally going to not do anything with your life just because you could get hurt? Because you can get hurt in that. You can get hurt in that. You can get hurt in that, and that, and that, and that, and that. It's like, but you'll do those things. And maybe those things are toxic. And like the happy things are the things you won't do. That's true. It's a real thing. Crazy, right? Because people are scared of being happy, so they'd rather just deal with the fucking toxic because we're addicted to the chaos. So nuts. Like, so nuts. I realized at one point in my life that I was addicted to being abandoned because I was so used to it. Isn't that sick? Like, it's sick. Like, it's sick. Because that's, like, the biggest issue I have from my dad is abandonment. And all my relationships after that. But that's what shows me what I need to heal is my abandonment issues. Like, because it's right in my fucking face. Like, you're being abandoned. You're being abandoned. You're being abandoned. It's like, like, but you know, so it's like, if you're self-aware, bitch, come on, get your shit together and let's go. Like, bounce. But peace out, bean sprout. But no, it's like, I have learned, what the fuck did I learn? I had to stop all the camera and shit like that. I learned that you start drifting away from the people. So recently, I thought that I was healed over the whole, like, sex being love thing. Because I was looking at somebody that I'm in love with, and I don't see them that often. And when we do, we do. So, but it's like, it seems like the same thing, like using sex as love. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, like, I don't spend that much time after it happens and anything like that because of whatever reasons, but, and that's my business and his, but it's like, is it healed? Like, is that a thing? Like, do I still consider sex as love? Because that's what I'm settling for, is sex. Hardly seeing him, but just sex. And like, when I do see him, it's sex. I think that it's something that's wasn't looked at until recently. Because it's like, okay, Bethany, you get mad that that's all it does, you do, but like, you'll still see him and do it. Bethany, I hate how self-aware you fucking are. At the end of the motherfucking day, I hate how self-aware you are. So, it's just an example of how you think maybe you know, but you have no idea until you know, and you have an idea until you know. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because it's like, I really do know what unconditional love is. I know what pure love is. I do. I can do it. I can do it for people. But when it comes to sex, it's different. I've made love with this person, though. It's not like I don't have that type of relationship or whatever. It's just, it's like, that's all I do when I see him. And it's like, but you love him. You're like, why wouldn't you do other stuff? And it's like, under the circumstances, I can't. But it's like, then why are you even doing it at all? That is where the power is. Why are you even doing it at all? Because it makes me feel loved by him. Crazy, right?